IWA exhibition in Nuremberg. And as usual, we would like to give a short speech about our company. And as usual, we encounter some technical problems. Yes. So, maybe we'll do our presentation other way around. We plan to start with the Big Bang with the movie from our annual GF Point competition in Poland, but we will start with the E&L. E&L, the background of the E&L brand was already presented by Paul from Red Wolf. As you perhaps seen, the E&L is a central part of our booth this year because we cooperate with the company very closely. We are very close to the manufacturer. Our technical department conducts stress tests. Perhaps you've seen some videos on YouTube already from these stress tests, made for, of course, for marketing reasons, but behind there are extensive stress tests of the replicas which change information with the factory. We do it because we think that E&L is one of the most promising and one of the most valuable brands coming to airsoft industry. And you've already seen the full line of Russian designs from E&L. We can, as a company cooperating very close with the factory, we can reveal some secrets about the future developments. So, what is coming in the future are the full line of Western designs, of American designs of firearms, replicas, as well as the both GBB and AEG constructions, also fully CNC gearbox and CO2 pistols. More details will be explained by my colleague.
Yes, the wind is coming from the west. You can see here M4 GBB made of very good materials. The receiver is CNC aluminum. Barrel is made of steel, also sights. Almost all internal parts are made of steel. It of course can be... Oh, this was here. Maybe good for something. Of course, it looks like almost like real one inside. This one goes on green gas, but maybe in the future there will be also CO2 version. It is made from the materials, especially receiver, that real ones are produced. So it's hard to find something better than this. It's still a prototype. Maybe at the end of the year there will be into the production, and of course we will have it in our in Gunfire. I'm hoping that will be at last a wrong GBB that will be for me to buy, that will not break after 100 of shots. Yeah. Okay. I think we can begin. I hope we can. Can we begin? Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, switch off the light.
jest ze mną, no? Jeszcze raz, jeszcze raz. No i mając już pomysł, że ludzkość śliskie jest jak ziemia. Jeszcze raz, jeszcze raz.
Do zobaczenia na następnej edycji.
A jakby ktoś nie słyszał, mamy 3 zł na Olimpiadzie Wojewódzkie. Dzięki.
Hope you like the movie. What you have just seen was a footage material from GF Point 2014. It's an annual orienteering race we hold each year, and we are extremely proud of it. This year's edition took place just about a month ago, and which you have seen on the movie, a military complex of underground tunnels and military facilities. Nearly 250 participants took part in the race from all over Poland, with over 100 volunteers and staff backing up the whole race. This clearly shows that the event is getting bigger and bigger each year and more demanding. The event itself has received help from a host of sponsors, which include E&L, Pantac, SIMA, as well as TMC.
The event itself shows the policy of Gunfire, Airsoft and more. If you want to know about the more, it's the community, Airsoft community, that we not only want to help, that we not only want to sponsor, that we not only want to listen to, but that we are, you know, I should, he should. Actually, he doesn't should, but you know, nobody's perfect. Even my wife, who works in Gunfire, should. So you know, I'm sleeping with Gunfire. I know what you're thinking, like a bastard. But anyways, that means that it's not only about sell, it's not only about money, it's also about fun. So in Gunfire, you can sometimes find stuff that you won't find anywhere, or will be very hard to find, or it will be made by us or with our help. And about this stuff, Marek will tell you some more.
Thanks, Nisha. Well, as I just said, we are introducing new and original products into our offer. The first among those are the water transfer guns. I'm sure you've already heard something about water transfer. You might know to the custom water transfer guns at this point include Spetsna arms and GFC guns, as well as several interesting models of handguns and even some very big sniper rifles. The water transfer guns
include, of course, fully licensed material and original films. So it's a full-fledged project which will be introduced to whole lines of replicas offered by Gunfire.
Yes, exactly, as Łukasz has said. Now, also you've surely all heard of the ASCU. We've talked about it last year, and there's no need to remind you of this great product by Airsoft Systems, but what you might find is interesting is that the ASCU is now available also for the version 3 gearbox, which allows us to install it into, for example, the E&L guns, the LCT guns, the SIMA guns, as well as many other. Also, you might be happy to know that the guns with the ASCU system are also available by us in a ready, pre-installed, out-of-the-box version. We've also introduced some of our own products lines lately. We'll just show you the slides. You know the Tornado motors, there are also some parts we have now, including the springs, and we are working on a whole line of Tornado gearbox elements. The peak of that evolution will be a full, complete Tornado gearbox ready to work with an M150 spring. The two I find most interesting are the gloves you can use with touch screens, as well as puncture-resistant gloves. She has one right over there. They can be used, for example, by the military, the police officers, and so forth. Also the GFC Energy line. When we're about the touch gloves, I should also mention the touch charger. We've introduced two new chargers. One of these is, all right, we have it over here, the smart charger with a touch screen. The good thing about the smart charger with a touch screen is that it gives you much more options than a regular manually operated smart charger. And of course, you know, our rockets VBs, you might find it interesting that now we have the more precise Platinum series, which will include BBs weighing up to 0.43 grams and available in white. That's something to note is that the backpacks are no copies. They are not copies of any other models. They are made from scratch by V-Sport. Now we'll show you another movie, a movie about the Spetsnaz arms. May I please mic down?
Just to sum up, Spetsnaz arms replicas are really nicely done. They got great gearbox, which is enter and covered, so you can switch the springs very easily. You just need a screwdriver, and they cost really pennies. So if you want to ask us some questions, and you didn't take any materials from our gorgeous Spetsnaz girl there she is. Oh guys, I'm sure you want to see our girl. If you didn't, please take it and then visit our booth. We will tell you anything about the Spetsnaz arms that you want to know.
Okay, we've already talked about ENL, but just remember that all the ENL stuff, newest ENL stuff is available in our booth. We have some special items with us. And do not hesitate to visit us and to talk to the representatives who are close to ENL and to see all the novelties. Just a glimpse, Leszek. What's this?
As you can see, when we say about CNC, which rhymes even, we're not lying. This is actually made like a real receiver from those two parts using CNC machines. That's why it's as close to a real one that it can be, and not being the real one. Now we'll show you the movie, another movie. Please turn it on live.
there aren't many left in the world since the mission was terminated. Only the steel and the wood took the trial of time. 10 AKs, still soaked in factory oil. Rare thing for those dark days. Hand-checked. Handmade wood. Various types, stamped, low serials. Some of them seemed like cruel experiments to us. Maybe it was a sample line straight from the factory. Each one heavy, yet balanced. That's how the solid outer barrel paid off. Every part achievable for a replica made to mill spec. Every steel part oxidated, nearly all 1-to-1 scale. We tried real AK parts. They fitted. Smoothly? No. But those are AKs. Before emission, modern armories favored polymers, alloys, changing compounds for lighter, more precise weapons. How foolish. Steel. Steel never changes. The takedown? 400 BB high cap. Full travel bolt. Up screw to GB, improving the seal and thus the accuracy. Field stripping works like in a real AK. No wonder, considering it was made in an actual firearms factory, with the use of as many real parts as possible. Everything is based on levers and pins. No special tools needed. What's inside? A stock 130 spring delivers 430 FPS. There's even an original cleaning kit. A high-torque neodymium magnet motor. Unique bearing setup. Shortened top piston guide. In 3 turns, high ROF, power efficiency, and reliability. Full steel means one thing, no mercy. The gearbox was tested with a 150 spring. Took it easily, and dealt even with a 170. We needed something extra. Now we have more than enough. They found us. It had to be the artifact. Escape. Crawl. Arise. Avenge. Such is life in the zone.
That video was made by one of the teams in Poland. Maybe they spent too much time in Chernobyl. That's why you could read at the beginning that the Gunfire is the main distributor in Europe. Of course, that's an overstatement. They have to have wrong information. I'm sure. That's of course not the truth. Well, thank you very much. Excuse the technical problems. I'm sure we'll have them next year. It's a tradition. And which one is ours, or do I take both? Okay, which one? Where's Polish? Okay, that's in Polish.